What is going on today, guys? So I thought I'd record a day in the life. And it's the day after the Old Firm game. As some of you may or not be aware, I'm a staunch Celtic fan and I was rather gutted that we lost Old Firm. But like I said, going to record a day in the life today, but I'm pretty much just going to be doing stuff around the house. And start off the day, I'm actually... Some of you may be watching this YouTube video and know of the player Marcel Scorpion, or the YouTuber, sorry, should I say. He's a player at the same time, and he'll know what I mean. But anyway, no, I'm only joking, I don't know anything about him. But anyway, we're going to be doing a 2v2 wager right now. Myself and Marcel, about to set up. Excuse the mess, it will all be tidied up as part of the video anyway. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be going through the day. I'm going to make a nice smoothie, that's the plan. That's the next plan anyway. But like I said, got to get this done. This is something we've been meaning to do for a number of weeks now. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's get into it. Right, guys, that's me and Marcel done. We done all right. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I'll put the link for the video in the description. It's going to be a fun video. Hopefully, if the German fans like it, we'll do similar videos in the future. But like I said, got some stuff to do now. First and foremost, I've literally, my girlfriend, if she's watching this, is going to be fuming, but I had dinner last night and I couldn't eat it, and I've literally just left it in here and went to sleep. So I've got to tidy up this first and foremost, and then I've got to go downstairs. I'm going to make myself a little smoothie, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it, and should probably get the tripod actually so I can get a better view of the action. But like I said, I'm going to make a smoothie. Going to make a passion fruit and mango smoothie, some frozen yogurt in there. Got the tripod now. The tripod. But yeah, gonna make some frozen yogurt. Not frozen yogurt. Gonna make a mango and passion fruit smoothie. It's I go to a smoothie place in Glasgow whenever I'm there, and it's similar to the one, if not better than the one that they make. So it's since getting a blender, since getting a smoothie maker, whatever you want to call it, I've been making these over the last week or two. So let's go. So guys, my girlfriend's actually away, and as you can see, she's not going to be too happy if she's watching this. I really hope she's not. I've left the kitchen in a bit of a mess. So that is the first thing. The first thing I've got to do. Let me set up a little tripod for you guys, and we'll do a good old, what's it called, like the speed up of the, you know what I'm talking about, the time lapse. We're doing a fucking time lapse right now. Hopefully it's not too echoey in here. It is the kitchen, so. Bear that in mind. Let me just set up a tripod for you guys and get this going.
Yeah. Glad you made it. I be diploma, graduated, infatuated by all of these things. Dreamer, I'm dreaming of dropping the G and dropping the top as I head to the top. Who said the youngest ain't rapping is nice? Who said that Curry is better than Mike? Look at my city, I'm repping it right. Still they find reasons flying the booth. They killing our neighbors, they killing our youth. You say you got wisdom like the back of my tooth, but back down with backs back on the wall, yet claim you the truth. But fuck it, man, it's how life goes. You live and learn. Made some mistakes, but now those bridges burn. From Naptown, so niggas sleep like the OD don't said it is. They used to hate on the kid, nowadays I swear they respecting them. Let's ride away. Tomorrow's never promised, that's a promise and a problem. So
the time lapse failed. I cleaned up, but essentially now, guys, I'm going to. Whoa, wait a minute, guys. I'm gonna use a tripod actually as a bit of a further one, but anyway, guys, cooking, put the rice on right now. Still got to tidy up my room, my kitchen a bit. It's a state, and Kelsey will not be happy, but I've put on some rice, boiling some rice right now, and then I'm gonna make my steak. Obviously rice takes about 30 minutes to boil, so I'm gonna boil the rice. Rice is boiling. Gonna have to wait about 20 minutes, 22 minutes before I start preparing my steak. Oh, the light in here is not gonna be great. Let me turn the light on. Don't know if it's great. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Another story, guys. Another story. My ankle, absolutely fucked. I managed to, after the football yesterday, my right ankle managed to slip over and absolutely destroy it. So yesterday was not a great day for me. Burnt a bit of my hand as well. It was not a good day. But anyway, let's get back to the usual stuff. The Call of Duty grind. You don't know how it is. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Back here. Rice is almost, well, not almost done, but now it's time to prepare the steak. Obviously, Let's see what we've got in the fridge. Let's see what we're dealing with in here. I went shopping the other day. I've literally not really got much, but this bad boy is what we're going to be cooking today. So, boom, let's get it done. The lighting in here might be a bit dodgy, but just a standard solid. It's got some Scotch beef, mate. Some Scotch beef, quality Scottish natural shit. Well, not natural, but you know what I mean. So as some of you guys may or may not know, the CWL actually starts again tomorrow. So we've got a very big first match coming up against Giants. They've been improving, they've been grinding, so we got a very tough match. So gonna look to get our last night of scrims going on tonight, and obviously try and improve as much as possible, try and be in the best possible position going into the league. We want to win every single game, that's our aim. Undefeated all season, win the playoffs, and make a real statement of intent going into the actual... I mean, if we lose, it's not the end of the world. We just want to win playoffs. That's all that matters at the end of the day. No one's gonna remember next year when we had an undefeated season and came second in the playoffs. No one's gonna remember. Like, it's not gonna be relevant. All that matters right now is us winning the playoffs. That's the most important thing. Going into Call of Duty Championships with that #1 seed from Europe, and really sort of, I guess, going into ESWC as well, making American teams, most importantly, and obviously the rest of the European teams, sort of scared of us. They're not going to be confident going into matchups against ourselves. So that's our main aim. Prove a lot of people wrong from our performance at Season 1 playoffs, because that was abysmal. We obviously lost to Spice 4-3, but we really believe we are a much better team than what we showed. And personally, my own individual performance, I didn't think it was my best. So I think that's an understatement and a half compared to my usual LAN event performances. Anyway, steak should be ready to get going now.
Hello. So I actually need to talk over this part of the video because essentially the sound quality is terrible. I want to explain what's going on, explain what I'm doing, put the steak in the frying pan. I'm using a fork here, using a bloody fork, but it's cooking away. I've seasoned the other side, that's what you've actually missed. Seasoned it with a bit of salt, and believe it or not, a lot of you guys may or may not know, massive fan of peri peri products like Nando's and whatnot, so I slammed some peri peri rub in there, which you're about to see me put on. So I'll put oil on first, sprayed it on top, I don't put it in the pan, and then as you guys are going to see, I put a bit of peri peri rub in there. I'm going to try and rub it in. It's not something I do often, or not something I'd like particularly recommend, but I just chose to do it here because it doesn't actually go that bad with the steak. This is a sirloin steak, if you guys have missed that out. Decent little piece of meat, and we put some salt in there, a bit of pepper, a tiny bit of pepper because we actually ran out, which is why I actually applied the peri rub. Oil on top, and now we're about to get some garlic here while this is frying away. I'm cutting up a bit of garlic, gonna sling that in there with some butter, and this is actually no guys are going to comment this anyway because you've probably seen the video, but this tip itself was actually taken from Big Timer's video, getting garlic and basting over the steak and whatnot. I didn't do it properly on the one side, but I'm going to do it on this side and then try and like sort of mix it together. But like I said, the whole idea of this was taken completely from Big Timer, so I know you guys are going to say I'm copying, but it's all the sort of way, or all the ideas I have with steak and the way I've cooked things is literally taken from other people. I'm like not a chef, I'm not very good at cooking at all, but I'm actually every time I make a steak I feel like I get better and better. I'm like sort of perfecting the timings and like the techniques used and whatnot, and I mean like I said before, steak's not a very difficult thing to make, but I feel like still, I take a bit of pride in slowly improving the taste and what I create and whatnot. Obviously, the beef you get is important as well, like the actual steak. Getting it from like a good place. This is from Tesco, so it's not exactly the best. But I'd imagine if you got it from like a butcher or somewhere like that could provide you a real good quality piece of meat, would be even better. But here it goes. It's cooking away. As you can see, it's done now. It's done.
This is now what we're working with, guys. Got the steak done, now I've got to make the rice. I unintentionally made a very, very, very large portion of rice. But, you know what? Sod it, let's just have it all. In fact, no, probably not the best idea. I think I've overcooked this rice as well. That's quite a lot of rice, as you can see, guys, but I have overcooked. I honestly think I've overcooked the rice, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. I'll get the job done. And to finish off, the pièce is de resistance, as they call it. Peri peri sauce, not on the steak though. The steak, you need to leave the steak on its own. Get a bit of the peri peri. You know what? There you go. Cover this. Cover it. Cover the rice in the peri sauce. I go through a lot of peri sauce. Now, as you guys can probably tell, big Nando's fanatic. And Nando's, if you guys are watching, I'm always there. I'm always eating your food. Hopefully, you guys appreciate the free advertising. But yeah, that's pretty much now. I'm gonna leave it like that to just show you guys. But I'm gonna dig in, gonna eat this. I mix this all together like so as you guys can see, it sort of like spreads through all the rice, so it becomes my own version of peri peri rice. That's what I call it. This is pretty much peri peri mash at this point. I've bloody overdone the rice that much, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. Gonna finish off a nice glass of orange juice on top of this, and that's basically what I'm having for dinner. I know I should have some veggies, but this is what I'm having. Very basic, very like quick, I guess, quick meal to make, and this is what I'm having for dinner. What's going on, guys? So ended up scrimming the whole night. Now I'm gonna quickly make a smoothie for you guys. I've literally not cleaned the kitchen since cooking dinner, but the steak was magnifique. We ended up scrimming against the German team of ex-Fabes, so like Kivi, etc., Barca, and then we scrimmed against, I believe, an ESWC qualifier team squad. I'm not entirely sure if they're actual team for afterwards, but the team of Colgate, Riri. I'm one of these guys that like, when I'm like recording something, or when I'd base shit on like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I know the answer when the pressure's on, when the camera's on me. I buckle under the pressure, lads, like at COD, like at the last event. But anyway, gonna make a smoothie, so you guys are gonna see how it's going down. But so guys, we're gonna make the smoothie now. I'm gonna show you some of the ingredients I'm actually rocking with. Obviously, you got the shaker for the actual smoothie itself. And then, I mean, it's pretty simple. There's not too much in here. We've got a passion fruit, a mango that I need to actually slice up still. I've used half already. Mango juice. Usually I include some ice in the cup as well, but we don't actually have any because I've fucked up completely with the ice. So let's get into it. This is going to be a very disappointing smoothie. Gonna be like half a cup. I'm gonna put some more mango juice in there. Didn't have much mango, didn't have much passion fruit. I do have one more passion fruit. I do have some apples and stuff and other. Maybe I should just fling loads. Nah, you know what? I know this is good, so we're just gonna deal with this for now. Guys, the moment we'll be waiting for. Like to reiterate it one more time, just for anyone that might have missed out. Sometimes people forget these things, but usually I do put a lot of ice in here and a lot more fruit than I actually do have. So this is just sort of what I usually make. It's probably the worst smoothie I've ever made in terms of like ingredients in there, but you know what? Let's just go. And that's looking pretty much ready, guys. I think, like I said, because there wasn't much ice in there and not much fruit, it didn't really take much for it to be mixed up. And it's looking fairly runny, man, to be honest. I put a lot of mango juice in there to try and substitute for the lack of fruit. Wow, very disappointing, very disappointing. I might just get some more fruit and fly in there, but probably the worst smoothie I've made thus far, not gonna lie. Very, very disappointed. I've made probably like 6 or 7 smoothies since getting this machine, and this is hands down the worst one. Very runny, not your. It's still good, it still tastes nice. Could do better, will do better in the future. Now I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about, with my smoothie, about tomorrow's league matches and how important they are going forward. So tomorrow we actually play Giants in the league. I'm going to go to bed fairly shortly. We start at, I believe, 7 PM GMT. Could be wrong with that time, and I'm pretty sure we're the first game's at 4 PM, second game 5:30, third game 7 o'clock. So I think we are the third game on stream. This video is probably going to be out the day after, but we're trying to do these on a fairly regular basis. Obviously I'm don't really do much, but whenever I try and do something, go out somewhere, I'll try and vlog it. I'm going to get back into it. I've a new burst of motivation, need to get back into you. Even if I don't get that many viewers, even if it's not that interesting what I'm doing, I need to just publish content because it's only going to benefit me going forward. So this is what I've done today, obviously. It's not very much, you just see me cooking a vast majority of the time. Scrimmed a lot today, we grinded, we got 2 good sets of scrims in. We're looking good going into the match against Giants tomorrow. I'm really excited, really hyped for it. And hopefully I can perform even better than I did last season. I was very, very upset with how I played at the season 1 playoffs in particular. And I'm wanting to prove myself. So going in tomorrow, going to look to go hard and look to get a good nice night of sleep first and foremost. Win our first matches. All we can do is win our online matches and then go into the league and do the best we possibly can. Main focus right now, do well in the league, set us up well going into ESWC. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks all for watching. I thought I'd give you a bit of insight into our thoughts, but we're very confident going against Giants in Vitality. That's the cliffs for that. Hopefully you've enjoyed my day. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching cooking with MarkyB. Not the best cook, I'd like to reiterate again. I know, very shit. The steak though, I didn't tell you, the steak was probably the best steak I've ever made. The best steak I've ever had. Like, it was godlike. Might have not looked godlike, but honestly it tasted great. Better than a lot of steaks I've got in a lot of restaurants. And that's just coming from me. I mean, I'm a bit biased because I did cook it myself, but it was godlike. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. Make sure you like the video if you've enjoyed it. If you've watched the entirety of this and you've heard this message, that means you've probably enjoyed it and you've not got bored. If so, that's good. So thumbs up to that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure you comment below what you'd like to see me make in the future. Even any suggestions for smoothies, any suggestions for the thing I could try cooking. I'm up to suggestions, guys. Thanks a lot for watching again. Goodbye.